Tax Deed Title Explained, the quick and dirty tutorial. So before you flip a tax deed, it is important to know what's going on with the title. You want to make sure there's no dead bodies buried that would come in the form, perhaps of a lien or a mortgage that doesn't get wiped out. Maybe you think you buy this amazing deal and all of a sudden you didn't do proper title research and there's a $50,000 lien the county has on that doesn't get erased because they've been cutting the grass on that property for the last 5-6 years. So without understanding title, tax deed investing can be very scary. But tax deeds are one of the best ways to make money in real estate for folks who want to get a win. And the average person is struggling these days. And if you want to create a legacy of wealth, real estate's one of the best ways to do it. The problem is the average person is just getting squeezed through inflation. So you want to take the extra money you do have and get an amazing deal. And tax deeds can allow you to buy property sometimes up to 90% below market value. There are folks who watch this channel who buy things sometimes for a couple $100, sell it for a couple thousand. Sometimes you buy things for a couple thousand and you can sell it for 10, 20, 30, 40, $100,000. This can happen with tax deeds. However, the other side of the coin is true. If you don't do your research, this can be a dangerous game to play. So what we're gonna do today is a quick and dirty title explanation. We're gonna walk you through it step by step. And this is going to be an example in one specific county. However, just like taking the rules of the road, take these principles, you can apply it to the county we're showing. More so, we want you to have the philosophy so you can go and find amazing deals and crush it for yourself. So, if you're just tuning in, it's Dustin Hahn here, and this channel is dedicated to helping people buy some dirt cheap property at tax auctions or make up to 36% with tax lien investing. Right now, we are the #1 channel on Tax Liens and Deeds. We have over 3,600 videos, and our site, Tax Lien School, is the #1 free resource when it comes to helping new investors get started. And for everybody who tunes in, we always give away a totally free starter kit, the ABCs of Tax Lien and Deed Investing. That's also a directory. That's always below in the description. My goal is to give you as much information as possible. My hidden agenda is I'll give you a bunch of free stuff and then maybe one day you want to come join us at an auction. That's how she goes. So what we're going to do right now is I'm going to cut over to my partner Josh, and he is a tax deed awesome warrior. Hundreds of auctions under his belt. He has title mastered. So we're going to jump over there right now and he's going to walk you through a simple title walkthrough so that you can do this business for yourself and be effective when it comes to researching title and feeling confident that you are buying the right property. So over to you, Josh. Let's rock.
But what we got to do before buying anything is doing a title search. So the easiest way to find that website is always going to be putting in the county name in Google and then just simply deed search. So I've tested this hundreds of times and it's actually never ever failed me. So I'm going to do exactly what I just mentioned. I'm going to go Harris County deed search. So there we go. Boom. First thing right there. So if you search for title and you don't search this, this is always the first way that you want to search. You might not find it otherwise. And so generally, if you do put in the county name deed search, it should be one of the first things on the page. So here we've got the real property records. And this is how you know you're in the right place. You've got the word grantor and you've got the word grantee. So what that really just means is this is when someone's buying the property. So if you're searching their name on this side, that's when they're receiving something. And if you're searching them on the grantor side, that's when they're selling something. So you could think of it going from the left over here, grantor, to the grantee. So if you were searching a business and you search their name under grantor, it would bring up all of the documents when they sold something. And then if you search them under grantee, that's when they bought something. So as a rule of thumb, you just search it for both to get the complete picture. And so we want to get the entire chain of title for this property since they've owned it. But remember how I said it's a resale? So that means it's owned by the county right now. And if I search the county name, that's going to bring up thousands and thousands and thousands of things. And so the county has taken the property as is. So I need to go back and search the previous owner. So here's our address here. And this is on PropWire, which is actually a free website. We use this for comps. You can get a little bit of the history, the backstory there. So if you haven't used this website before, Sign up today. And you can see this was April 1st, 2025. Harris County took it from Jesus and Delia Kano. So we're going to go ahead, search their names. And we're going to search by their last name first. You can see it says that right there. Last name first. Kano Jesus. The other thing that we want to be mindful of is generally these are going to be sorted by subdivision name. So coming in here, looking at land information, you can see the subdivision. It's Middletown, Lot 8, Block 15. The reason that would be relevant is, let's say somebody owned multiple pieces of land or multiple parcels in the same area, then you would have to get specific and look for Lot 8, Block 15. So far, the two key ingredients that you need to do a title search is the owner's name and then the legal description. If you have that information, you can go ahead and you can do a thorough title search. All right, so I'm just going to click search just so we can get a pretty decent bird's eye view here. So right off the bat, does anybody remember the name of the subdivision? Anybody? I don't remember the name. And so that's why I just like to write this down. Middletown. All right, I won't forget now. But what I would do is I would write their name down on a piece of paper, subdivision name, and then I would just scroll over. So we're looking for Middletown. So you can see this is not Middletown. They've got a lot of property. Okay, Middletown, 7 and 8, 15. That is us, right? 7, 8. There we go. Block 15, lot 8. So this is us. Let's open this up. I actually got to sign in so I can view the documents. And this is a land to own contract. So they don't even actually have a deed to the property, but this is where they first started taking interest. So not really important. This is just helpful information. But pretty much what we're looking at is stuff from 1999 forward. Now, just to kind of speed this up, that didn't actually narrow it down for me, did it? But what you can see here, if I just go Apple F and I type the word lien, look how many times it pops up here. 35 times. And so as I hit enter, you can see the city of Baytown, hit them with a lien, another lien, another lien. So these are all the city of Baytown, and these are liens. These are for our properties, our individuals. And there's some related docs in there as well. And so if I was to open up a lot of these related docs, and we did that earlier on the training, what we saw is that there used to be a house on this piece of land, and they had a meeting with the city, and they decided that they were going to demolish the house. But this was after they got hit with a ton of liens, a ton of code violations. The house was not safe. There was some fire damage. Then the county ended up demolishing the property. And then from there, the homeowners didn't take care of the land. And so you've got weeds, you got nuisance abatement, you got grass. It was unsafe. So this entire property is just completely covered in, I think there's 25 outstanding liens. And so you're looking at about $26,000 in municipal liens that are not going to get wiped by the county. And so you can just see lien after lien after lien. Pretty much each year since like 2000, they've been getting hit with liens. And so when you look at that piece of land, the piece of land looks great. It looks nice and neat, like you could just start working it right away. But that's why you've got to look under the hood and do that title search. And so in this instance, it's not a good deal. Even if you got it for free, you're already into it technically for $26,000. So it's worth 30, into it for 26, not a good deal. But let's say it was $100,000 and we do the title search and we can afford to get it for, maybe $30,000. So then that means that our max bid would be 30 minus the municipal liens. So that would put us at 4, which means we actually could get it. But in this instance, there are way too many liens. And so this is always something to look out for when you're dealing with cheap pieces of land that have like a low open bid. You want to look a little bit in the history and see, was there a house there before? Did the county demolish it? That happens a lot in Philadelphia too. You've got these pieces of land, maybe they're worth 20 grand and the opening bid is $1,600, but the county demolished a house. There's like $40,000 in municipal liens. And so you got to watch out for that. But remember, this is in the statutes. This is in the tax code. You could call it like the county's Bible or the state's Bible for tax liens and tax deeds. So that information is in there. But just getting started out, the best rule of thumb and the best way to approach this is if it's got municipal liens, just subtract that from your maximum bid until you kind of start to figure out state by state or county by county. And then once you learn the rules and you become very in depth and you have a really good knowledge of it, then you can kind of start to piece together which ones may get wiped and which ones won't get wiped. But for a rule of thumb, this is the best way to go and get started. And yeah, none of these would have gotten wiped. So it was a bad deal.
All right, hope you enjoyed that title walkthrough. This is the time to put the rubber to the road. Time to stop scrolling and start doing. So I want to encourage you right now to get out there and find some of these properties, start doing some research because, you know, like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives. I have this on my desk as a reminder every single day to take action. And today should be your day to take action. So you can check out some of these videos, make some calls, find auctions that are coming up because time is going faster than we think. And with the world of AI we live in today, it's like if you put this off 1 year, it's basically like putting it off a lifetime because the people who are taking advantage today of tax liens and deeds are absolutely crushing it. So at this point, make sure to grab the free mini course below, the ABCs of Tax Liens and Deeds. It'll walk you through also the title step by step as far as that goes. We have all of the forms, everything you need to do. And if you want to find these sales, we have the county directories with the phone numbers to all 1,600 tax deed counties. Just give them a call. So that link is below in the description to check out. And if you ever want to join us at a live tax auction, you can schedule a free call. We can talk about maybe helping you one-on-one and saving you some years of trial and error. If that's something you want to do, we can show you where the auctions are and show you what things to avoid as well. And yeah, if you like this stuff, hit the thumbs up. Always appreciate you tuning in. And until next time, we'll see you in the next video.